Okay, so this is Transport Fever, and a game I've been playing longer than I probably should, or more than I probably should. With over 1,000 hours booked on this game, I decided maybe it's about time I share what I've learned and give back to those who have given so much to me. Number one would be Colonel Failure, who everybody knows. If you know anything about Transport Fever and videos and you know him, probably follow him. I'm a proud supporter of his. A few others out there who honestly I can't remember because I watch mostly the Colonel. But some have talked about how you can make money really fast in Transport Fever. And I've come up with a way, and maybe other people have talked about it. I don't think I got it from anybody else. But it's a way to start your game in a format that's going to make a lot of money for you. Get rid of all of your debt and give you the foundation you need to build any sort of highly successful map that you want. And it doesn't really, from what I've seen, matter what map you use. Of course, it's easier on the easier maps, but you know what? We're just going to dive in and do it. So here we go. We're going to start with a free game and head right in. So let's see, what mods do we have? I got a ton of stuff. Okay, let's disable everything. So we're going to go in. If you don't have any mods, this is going to be fine if you're not running anything. Save that. And let's make it a medium map. I think it'll be best terrain. That's fine. Let's make it medium difficulty, and let's just randomize it a few times. And here we go. Now, for some reason, my MSI gaming laptop takes forever to start Transport Fever, whereas when I play it on my Mac from my office, it takes I don't know, seconds to load it. I know Mac is a more graphically oriented operating system, but holy crap! How long has hardware for Windows had to catch up? Like forever now? Lifetimes for some folks who are out there and young gamers. But still, as you can see, it's going to take a while. And maybe yours is on Windows does also loads fast. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's maybe a configuration that I have. I try to gear the battery, the power distribution to highest performance, but we'll see. It's loading. It's loading. It's a joy and it's a thrill, and it's boring to watch, but that's okay. Once it loads, we'll have something. Actually, we'll talk about it now. So the way I do this, and again, I'm not saying I came up with this. I might have even picked it up from someone else, forgotten about it, tried it with it percolating around in the back of my mind, and thought, hey, wow, that's a really good way to go. Why is my game not fully being displayed? All right, let's see what's going on here. Because I got one computer monitoring the video, and I'm not seeing the whole game. That's odd. Well, you know what? No one's watching. Oh, hey, there is somebody watching. Hi there. Hi, Chew for the win. Good to see you. I haven't streamed in ages. Mostly because there wasn't anything I was excited about streaming. And I came up with an idea. My idea is I have over 100 and something games on Twitch. And I thought I could really make use of these things if I just start playing every single one of them for like an hour. That's over 100 hours worth of Twitch streaming time. And if nobody's watching me by then, that's fine. If anybody is watching and following and they like what I'm doing, maybe I'll do some more. And then I thought, as I go along, I'll say, okay, this is one of my contenders for coming back and playing in depth. And I'm not looking to do anything more than have fun and connect with other gamers. I don't want to make $1 million off of it. I've got a job. I've got a sweetheart. All I really need to do is find a good reason for having over 100 games in my Steam library. So, all right, what I'm doing here is I'm looking around. Some people think it's a good way to cache the map into memory. I'm also just looking for a good place to start, and I think this is going to be it. So, the way this works is, and if you've watched other gamers, they might tell you it's painfully easy to make money here. First thing we're going to do, okay, we start with 20 million. We're not going to need 20 million. So we're going to pay down all but about 5 million of this. There we go. We just need a little bit of fund money. And in the beginning, you just want to do some really easy passenger routes by bus. And something I found that you can put, if you put bus stops on both sides of the street. No one ever told me this. This I literally stumbled across. Then wherever you map it, you lose a lot of that going around the street, around the block to do something that you think it would figure out, and it doesn't always. So we're going to put in 3 cities. We're going to put these bus stops and put them. I like to put them out. A, you don't want too much overlap. B, I want the maps to grow out in this direction, out in this direction, and out in that direction. And as you come across it, as the bus comes to it, you want it to be able to stop right where it is and pick up and drop off people so you're making money as quickly as possible. So the last one we'll do is Redditch. I don't like a town that sounds like Wretch. But anyway, all right, there's number 2. Come on, number 2. There we go. All right, and I almost want to do 4 on that one, so we'll just go here. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we're just gonna, this is so, you'll see, we're gonna make millions and millions of dollars, and we'll see how long it takes. Just start buying a couple buses. Oh, geez Louise, what the hell? Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm used to starting in 1880 with something small, but this is better. So we'll start with this, because they are going to be going between towns. If I were staying in town, I'd get something small, cheap, and doesn't have to go very fast. But because part of their job is going to be going between towns, we want to get something that's going to do a decent speed. Right now, 31 is our decent speed. I think it's probably top speed. 31, 22, 16. Good Lord. Okay, so that's it. Now we're going to start with, we're only going to need a few, like 2 routes. We're going to do this one. We're going to start him there. And he's going to pick up someone here. And he's going to pick up someone here. And now, you could just stop here and say, okay, we're done. Hit the road, Jack. And there we go. And we've got our first route done. Now, the second route is going to do basically the same thing, but we're going to start over here. So we grab another bus depot and turn them around. I don't know why they do M and N as the default keys for rotating. All right, the bus can make U-turns. Yes, it can. It can make U-turns, but have you seen them? They're so ugly. And sometimes they just go down the wrong path. I like it better when, like this. I should just back out a little more. I like this. I like when, where's our track? It comes in here, then goes here. This U-turn is okay. If I were to connect this road, maybe then it would just come this way on its own. Nah, this is still faster for it, I guess, which is a shame. I like when the cities get bigger, and we do this more and more in the bigger cities, and then we reroute them because they've outgrown the size of the town. Then they make beautiful sweeping circles, and they'll make more stops. We're going to expand these as we go. Even though once you get these cooking away and they become your cash cow and you're making money literally faster than you can spend it, you still want to make sure that they're chugging along, because you'll start looking down this line manager lesson, everything will be green, and it's just a beautiful sight, and we're going to get there faster than we might think. Okay, so let's see. Line 1. Oh, sorry. All right. Boop, boop, ba-doo. I double clicked. All right, there we go. And so we want, this is going to be line 2, so new line. And everybody go away. Go away. Go away. Just go away. Line 2, we're going to have them go here. And then here. And then we're going to reach way over across town. Actually, I guess we're not even across town. We're across county to here. And then fly all the way back. Wrong street. Really, Mike? This makes a ton of money? Trust me. It will. I don't usually screw this up, but I don't usually talk while I'm doing it either. Okay, and then we're going to have him come back, touch this one again, and touch this one. So he starts here, does 1, 2, number 3 is way out there, number 4, number 5, and then he starts back up again. And let me just double check number 1. Did we had number 1 do that, right? Oh, for God's sake. Hey, you guys. Go to number 2. Just start it. You know what I wanted you to do. Why didn't you do it? Okay, so yeah, they go, he comes out, grabs it, and keeps going back. Okay, there we go. I was going to have the camera on and have my bird with me because he's scooting around, running from keyboard to keyboard, trying to cause trouble, which for him is very easy. Okay, so that's it. We've got 2. If we look at it, we've got 2 routes. We've got 1, 2, 3 cities covered, and we could build one more right in here just to keep this growing, because we do want even this middle city, which looks like it's getting good coverage, we want him to grow too, because at some point we're going to be wanting to run trains through here, and that means we need a city of a decent size. So let's tweak that. There you go. And we'll just get 1 because he's not leaving town. I could get a smaller one, but I'm going to probably want to reroute him at some point. So line 3 will be just go out there, and what he gives us actually is a way for there was not a way for anybody from this town to go to this town unless they walked across. We cannot expect them to do that. Now they can get off this bus, hop bus number 2, get on bus number 3, and end up in town number 3. And I don't like the default colors. That's my bird. That's a little guy. In case you hear him. I don't like the default colors they usually give you, and then when they get to the dark ones, it never makes sense to me. Who would use brown? You know, who would use black? Actually, I have used black a couple times. It looks okay in the right situation. But so now we can just close this. Close this. I know it's still losing money. So here is get our map on. So now we've got. Let's speed it up. Boom. Time travel. And this is all we do. Now, I never wait for these to start making money. It's an interesting way of going about it. I just keep connecting towns. So we'll do the same thing here. Well, that's cranking away. And yes, it's losing, but that's all right. We don't have to worry about this yet. We'll do that later. It's okay if it loses money in the beginning. It won't be losing money forever. And you just do this again. Iteration after iteration after iteration. Put in a little bus depot, and I do that sloppily. I don't care. You can always tear them out and put them in. They're cheap. Put in another little waypoints for these guys, little bus stops. Here we go. There's one there. Boom. 2. And one here. 1, 2. Okay, and the next town is going to go out this way. So I probably should have put this guy here. Let's do that. Let's put him here. And again, to foster some growth out here, we'll put that there. It's really hard to play while you've got a bird biting on your ear. I want to thank you for that, little guy. You make life such... Ow! Ow! Stop it! You make life such a joy. Are you trying to tell me you don't like what I'm doing here, bird? You know what? If you think you can do better, why don't you grow some hands and have at it? I'll give you a computer if you can do it. You'll be the hottest thing on Twitch. Bird plays games. Okay. So, we got that done. What's his name? His name is Little Guy. I wanted to call him something else, and then I kept saying, come here, little guy. And I went, yeah, all right. I'll show my brilliance and my imagination by just calling him Little Guy. And I was going to have the camera on. Ow, that's my ear. I need 2 of them. He doesn't like if I tell him to stop. I'm like a child. All right, so now again, I'm going to leave that last one blank. We're going to go over to here, and now we're going to come back to that one and to that one. It automatically connects back in, and that's how easy it is, especially once you get these set up and you can just click from a distance. You can hear him? Yeah. We're lucky he's not trying to shout over me, because sometimes, you know what I wish we could do? I wish we could tell this thing to stop this. I hate it. You know what else I hate? If you turn these off, and you save and you come back, they're gone. They're back on. Why? How hard is that? It's a little flag. Come on, guys. Just oh, maybe in 2 that'll be done. All right, you attention hog bird. Okay, so right now, this line is going between here and there. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it. See if we can make a. We can't. This guy's only got 1 in and 1 out. This would be a great place for a train, though. On my other map, the one that now has about $2.5 billion in cash, I'm up to setting up trains for it. And that's the thing is, once you get this done and you decide you want to set up trains and make some bigger money, you have to kill these lines. And that's where it gets tricky. You want to keep the lines running just within the city because you want to feed your train station. But you'll want to kill the lines that are taking people from city to city. Otherwise, they're just cannibalizing the traffic you would have for your train, and you don't want that. So let's do another one. Snooze time. You can all sing it with me. Click, click. All sing it with me. It's just you. Right, Chew? And click, click. And click, click. Should we do one down here? We'll do one down here because maybe we'll grow into this area. So we want to have some people able to get down there. And that's it. And then we just put in another. We don't even have to put in another depot. If you feel like being cheap, you can just come over here to this other depot, one you've put in before. Say I want to buy 2 of these guys, big buses, because we're going to be doing some open road, like this guy right here. Which is he with? He's with line 4, right? So he's going to come here, which is line 4 and 5. It only has line 4 yet. Oh, wow. So he's coming back home. Okay, that's cool. And so this should be line 4 and line 2. Beautiful. Look and see how we have people lining up already. Look at that. It's already making money. If we go back to our line manager, oh look, green, green, green. And this one, newest one, isn't green yet, but that's fine. Look at that. People here, people here. I tell you, this is the fastest way to make money. Look how much money we have. Three and a half minutes. We can pay back all of our money, almost. And I just like operating without being in debt. Soon I'll be doing that in real life, but right now, just the train. Okay, so let's tell these guys, we want to take you on a new line. Green is fine. What other colors do we have? How about purple? It really stands out. So I want you to start there and go here, 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 here again. Might as well. I can go past it. And actually, it's going to come back here. But we're going to click it anyway because the first time they leave, they're going to go to... Oh, I don't have a second station. Second stop. What do these people do? Run across the street? Are they really? Are you guys really going to run across the street? And since when do they cross at the corner? I guess they do. That would be a riot. Look at them. That's an absolute riot. Oh, I want to get out of town fast. And they're going to go. I just can't wait. I have never seen that before. I can't wait to get out of this one-horse town. And they ran across the street. I'm sorry, I've never seen that. I usually do cargo opening, but this works also. Cargo opening. Yeah, I do too. I've done a lot of oil if I'm feeling brave. And I've got the resources set up, of course. What? Would you like to chime in? Okay, thank you. Yes. Step up. All right. We'll have you on another. I'll have the camera on. I can't get the camera to work, and I'm not about to switch computer. Oh wait, I do have the camera working. Oh, for some reason they make it very. Let's see. I think the lighting is bad. I'll turn on the camera and let's see. Ba-doop. We'll slide it up here to the top. Yeah, the lighting is bad. You can't see jack. I'm actually, my office isn't set up yet, so I'm on my dining room. You can sort of see a silhouette of the bird. Let's size this up. There he is. Here. Oh, wait. Here you go, little guy. He's a green cheek conure. It's hard to see. It's hard to see him. But I can see him on the okay. But he's a good bird. He's smart. He says stuff, right? Say hi. All right. Make me look like an idiot. He does that every time. I take him out. When I walk my dog, I take him with. And people just love seeing him. And he'll talk, and I say, oh, yeah, say something. Say hi. And he doesn't. And as soon as I walk away from them, he starts talking. It just drives me insane. Okay, enough of the bird. Where are we? Okay, so we got this one set up. So now we're cranking, and now we can pay off another one, but we're down to $1.5 million. This was $20 million before, and right now our loan interest is only $22,500. Really? I thought it was only $5,000 per. But look, we already have green, red, $550K for 16, 131, and now we're in the green. And now this won't. This actually, right, the way this is right now, we'll just keep making money, and the more we expand it bit by bit, town by town, the more money we make. It scales so beautifully. Okay, now he's standing on my head. Enjoy it, bird. Enjoy the time on my head. Reminds me of a joke from the movie My Favorite Year. Okay, he tries to, this comedy writer tries to teach his would-be girlfriend, and she is by the end of the movie, I think, how to tell a joke. And he says, this guy walks into a bar, this guy walks in a doctor's office with a bird on his head. And the doctor says, can I help you? He says, yeah, get this guy off my ass. And she can't tell it. Can't tell it. She says that she tells it, I'm ruining it because I'm trying to do two things at once. And this is why I'm not a surgeon. And she goes, this guy walks into a bar and says, can you help me because I have a bird on my head? Terrible. And the guy, he gives her like $1 for accordion lessons or something. Orange. Yeah, we've changed the bus just because we can. And I always go with the latest and the greatest. And then we'll have them go over here. And then there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then it'll go back to Kingsway, right? Yeah, that's all we want. Nope, not you. Okay. So now those guys are on their way. Or did I buy buses for this? Could have sworn I did. How about these guys? Where are they? Oh, maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I did. Jude, did you see me buy buses for this line? Am I imagining that? Yeah, dumbass. You just didn't put them on the... Idiot. I'm looking at this, wondering why I don't see them. I'm a dumbass. Oh, when I said dumbass, I didn't mean you. I meant me. Okay, so now I still can't go with those people running across the street. I've never seen it. I mean, they were booking. It was hilarious. It's like, I would rather... Oh, see, it's already spreading out the... that just popped in. And here's a crane happily building away. Don't try to take credit for that, little guy. That was not you. If anything, you've been a distraction. So what we can also do... And I was just checking to see, this doesn't go all the way up there unless we extend it, which honestly, we've got money. Why don't we? Let's just take this. That's probably going to take up all of our money and more. Because if we do this, it's a lot of money. What we can do is inch it up. That's a lot less. There we go. That's not bad. We can now connect to either one of these towns. And this guy will end up just happily carting people everywhere. And now, and this is what I love. This is one of my favorite parts of this method. Buy a couple buses. All right, buy one bus. Because I don't want to borrow money right now. And we just say, I want you to go on a new line. And I don't have to put down any stops. I'm going to use pre-existing stops. In fact, this guy's going to do something new. He's going to go to one stop for each of these. This guy is a nomad. He has no hometown. This new green line, he's just going to shuttle between the three. Because what that saves is we can have people going from here to here. Now people in this town don't have to just go here or here. They can also come here, right? Which is nice because it's a faster way for them to get to here. And I don't know how this game determines who's going where, but you can't argue with how beautifully this works. Cargo, I love cargo. I keep looking over and seeing your comment about cargo. Watchet, we can get Watchet in. Watchet and Retford. That's a long haul, isn't it? See, Wetford is perfect for like an airline. I think when we start the airline, we're probably going to put it out here. find some flat land, of which there is not a lot because we purposely did not pick flat. I used to always play with flat. It's a little boring. This is definitely harder, and I imagine even with more. I just always wanted, when I played this on my own, to just get as much going as fast as possible. Big, long lines, multi-lane everything, highways going along, zipping across stuff, overpasses, underpasses, 5 or 6 or 8 train lines running in parallel. So I've always thought, well, the best way to do that is to keep everything flat. Okay, you bite my ear. Thank you. Talking to the bird. I'm not crazy. I'm not hearing voices. Well, no, I'm not. Birdington. Oh, Bridington. You know what? We're going to rename it. I like Birdington. I didn't even read it right, but it's tiny. Okay, Birdington. All right, Bird, I named that after you. There's a whole town named after you, Birdington. It's pretty decent size, too. Is that okay? He answered. I don't know if you could hear it. Is that okay? Sure. All right. Now here we do have to put down 1, 2, and future growth. Future growth is a happy thing. Okay. You know what? I'm really glad that I recorded this because I'm just going to take a little clip of those people changing. This is how sad my life is. I'm going to watch these people cross the street and just laugh at them. Just when I've got over 1,000 hours into this game, as I think I mentioned in the very beginning, and you figure by that point you've seen almost everything. You've seen a lot. So to see something you've never seen before, just kind of catches you off guard, and just sticks with you, I guess. Okay, so we're going to go from here. We're going to go over to there. And then we're going to come back in, stopping there, going there, and of course, back up to there. So those guys will make us some money. And there they go. And I don't always run it at the fastest speed. Right now, I want to run at the fastest speed because I want it to crank through and get these paths established. Also, when the fastest speed is like 31 miles an hour, here's what we're looking at. And I don't know about you, but I got better things to do. Do you not? So do you not build bus stations? Oh, I do. I do build bus stations. What I generally do is when these get big, especially like if we go over to, a likely candidate for a bus station is going to be like this guy right here because he's got 2 lines coming into him. And look, he's already got 53. And when I see that there's a lot of people and a few lines, and you end up getting this happening a lot because you've got bus. You put in a bus station and you get everybody off the street, and the buses just pull in here, and it helps a lot with the flow. I mean, you could keep upgrading the city streets, but at some point it doesn't make sense like to have a 6-lane highway, through the street. I think this is the large street. That's the most I want to go because then you get to extra large street. But to me, that's more like a highway. You want that because this looks stupid to me. How many real cities? Okay, real true big cities. I used to live in Las Vegas until recently, and yeah, we had even more than 3 going in each direction if you look at the Strip and some of the main arteries. But these towns never grow that large. I mean, you'd have to have like 1 million people. So I do use them, but I save them for when, like I said, this guy's probably a likely candidate to get it. And of course, that would mean, maybe even them. This other, which I thought would have had 3. Where is it? Okay, he's coming up from Polegate. Good Lord. What a crappy name. Hey, how come these guys aren't lined up as one? Church Street and the Avenue. Seriously? They're like, you move this guy across and they're on the same property. How come they're not considered on the same street? Okay. My ADD is not going to allow me to let that go. So we're going to do that. I love when they run over. All right, and we're going to take out that. And let's see what it does to... yeah, thought so. Oh, crap. That really just killed it, didn't it? It's okay. Okay, we want the yellow line. And after queens on the way out, we want them to stop here. And then before they get to New Street, so that would be after High Street, we want them to stop here going the other way. Okay. See, that's what I like about having them on both sides. Coming and going, nobody's flipping a Yui. That works really well. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I was doing it from too far away and I didn't see it, or it's clicking too fast. But it's odd that it gave it two different street names. Again, I'm glad I have that recorded because I've never seen that before. Here's another one. When this gets moving even higher, three different lines, that's going to need a bus station. That guy, he might already need a bus station. All right, let my glasses alone. Stop it. Stop it. You're a distraction. Here, want to live in Birdington? You can stay there for like a couple hours while I do this. How's that? Okay, so that's the idea. As you can see, when you start off, they're just starting off, they're small and they're quiet. And after they've been running a while, like these three, the first ones I started with, they've got nice lines. And even though I screwed with one of them, Heathfield is doing really well. And it's always the ones that are connecting to others that are going to have the most, obviously, because this is just basically within the city. And these guys are reaching out. So that's how you make tons of money. Let's see, can we pay back our entire loan yet? Boop, boop. Nope. Still got 500K to go. But we started in what, 1950? It's 1957. Within 10 years, you can screw around and have fun. And that's running it really, I guess you have to kind of run it top speed. You need these vehicles to get there. You need the queues to build up. That's beautiful. I mean, it's great because the capacity of these buses are 11 and they're running at capacity. Now is about the time you can start going, hey, maybe I need to throw a couple more buses on there. And I don't like to do that right away because I think, well, what's my entire line's capacity? If each line has 2 buses, I think they only have it max 2, then I know that the most I could pull away at one time would be 22 if both buses hit it. So this has, 46? 36, 46. So I know that no matter what, if both buses just happen to show up at the same time, I'd still leave people behind. That's when I start thinking this would be a good time to start adding another bus. So, okay, let's look at line 5. And because we put these guys all over the place, we can just drop them in and say, okay, you go to line 5, bam. And now we've scaled that up. Now we should see us with, also, it's going to start moving more people. People sitting here, sometimes you go, hey, I like seeing those lines. I mean, if you look at, as I mentioned, Colonel Failure or some of these others, they have huge backup queues, which is kind of nice to see, hey, I'm not going to go broke. But at the same time, if those queues get too big, production stops. And of course, production stops, that thing goes away. You're going to stop making money. So you don't want it to get too big. And you want to keep servicing your stops. See, these numbers are pretty good now. Just a little bit more than one full bus. Which means bus comes in, empties this down. There's a few people left. So just in case the next bus comes by, it won't go away 0, because I don't know about you, but I hate when I look at it. I just look at somebody going along the road like this, boom, you click on them, you see 0 of. And it's not that bad when you're doing manufacturing and doing the commercial stuff, because they might have just dropped off and gone back, and maybe you didn't give them a return route command for them to just see. There it is. They're always backing up already. But I like to keep them flowing both ways. And buses usually, they rarely, if you see a bus running with 0, it's time to just pull him off the line. He's not going to make it up anytime soon. And you want to drive that up. I don't know about you, but I think this looks like it got bigger since we started. Run backwards and look at that. I think that's okay. And I didn't outline any expansion for them. You know, it's always weird when you play this game and you see an area and you see an outline like buildings have been there and now they're gone. I always wonder about that. That the AI built a building or a company, and then decided it wasn't working and destroyed it. It's so odd to me. I mean, we destroy stuff, but for the AI to do it seems weird. Okay, Frodsham is coming along, and we got this guy out here slowly. Birdington. Now, Birdington, though, was only connected to one, so of course he's not going to do better until we get him. Let's see, can we pull this one around? This goes, we can hook that into Brig, hook Brig into Heathfield, and then we'll have that entire circle. And what's nice then, if somebody's in Birdington and they want to go to Heathfield, they've got to pay you once, twice, 3 times. So I don't know if these poor idiot passengers have figured out by paying 3 times to go to one place. But heck, I got a commute that if I take the train, when I get to the train station, I get on a metro. So technically I'm paying twice. They're pulling money out of me. Lacking product deliveries. You mean I'm lacking product deliveries now, or why they shrink? Okay, while I wait for you to type back, I'm going to get this guy going up too, because I want to get this circle going. You get that circle, that magic circle, and you're just styling. We're going to start making money hand over fist. We're already doing really well, but it's going to be insane. So pull up one of my finished ones, because they make so much money. I mean, it almost should be illegal. Except then, if I wanted to do that, I'd be playing GTA. All right. Oh, look, we got another new bus. All right, Fishbowl. All right, Fishbowl. I want you to go. Oh, let's get 2 of you. I want you to go. See, brown. Give me a break. At least be orange. 1, and then stop off here, and then stop there. Make sure he goes all the way out there. He doesn't yet. How much money do we have? Oh, we have 1 and a. Okay, we can probably do this fair. Oh, no. Yeah, big price difference there. Oh, come on. I knew you were going to do that to me. You pain in the tush. Well, time to kiss somebody goodbye. All right. What's the cheapest we saw here? 150? I saw like a 142. 150. Okay. Two and a half. And I don't know if you do this, but I play with raising and lowering the road after I put it down. Try to get because I don't care if it's high or low. I just want it to be cheap at this point. 238 is the best we're going to get. And now we're just going to have to walk this thing down here. Try to avoid any expensive. Wow. Okay. That's not that bad. They're on a bus. What do they expect they're going to see? Okay. So now we're going to take that orange line. And after we get to North Street, we're going to extend him out. Oh, we don't have anybody out here yet. Oh, connect 2 new towns. This will be fun. All right, so you're going to come into Brig from here and go there. Ooh, we got a bridge. Nice. And I'm gonna give this too many buses. Too many stops, just because that'll be fine. Hook them into there. Okay, so now We have them connected to someone else. And we can connect. That's my ear you're biting. All right. Well, should give us 2. Send them from there across to there. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken, unless I'm going to use him. I can use him to come down to either of these. Meh. No, I don't like that. Okay. I thought I'd assigned buses to it. All right. So we're going to buy a couple. No, we're not. Wow, you sure you know what you're doing? I've confused myself. Okay, I do have a couple buses that are dead. That guy. Okay. We're going to put you on line 8. And we're going to extend line 8 to, from New Street out to there. There we go. And these guys stop biting my ear. Okay, and orange is going out to there, and that's coming out to here. And whoa, do I have it going way out in both directions? That's stupid. That's stupid. You know what? Maybe I should have just kept that line. Or you know what? I'll just keep him. I'll just keep him on there. It's not how I would normally do it. Not how I think anybody should normally do it. But you know what? It's still going to make money. We just so what we got is a line that stretches from the city out in both directions, and we just put twice as many buses on it. I think in the end, it's going to basically function the same. It's just harder. It's going to be harder to clean up later. Not much, but just a little bit. And that's okay. By the time we get there, we won't care. We'll just trash the whole thing anyway. Okay, so I've got these guys. Let's take a look at our map. Got these guys going here. So we just want to hook this into that, and then we'll have all of this and all of that, and practically the whole map except for these 2 cities in, I don't know how long it's been, but I'm pretty sure it's been less than an hour. We want to connect that in. We've already got it on one side. So let's give Brig a bus line of their own, and they can reach out across the river. Here we go. A nice little depot. We'll buy 2 buses for you. And I guess we are just going to give them a connector line. We'll just do that. I know, until I use this color, it's going to keep giving me this color, so, you know, screw it. All right, so we're going to pick up here, and here, and here. Where you going, little guy? And I should probably connect them in. You know what would be nice? To connect them in through here. It's a shorter drive for them. And also, it will help put a little more down here. Let's have them do that one and that one. And now they'll come back along here, across the river, and on an Albert Road, and there, and here. And then the last place they'll go is Park. Right from west to west. So they'll do both. Okay, so they'll hit west one way, hit west the other way, and then hit Park. Beautiful. Okay. So even though that's dark, it is. I hate that. I'm sorry. I want to be able to see it. So let's go with a really light yellow. So at least it lights up, because then we can see where all these other guys are. So we just have that, because now we go all the way around this mountain range. We only don't have these 2 over here and those 2 over there. And let's see how the money's doing. Bang, we're out of debt. Now, it took a little more than 10 years, but that's because I wasn't watching it that closely. But we have almost $1 million bucks, and this will just keep cranking. So income is 1.3, 1.5, 1.4, 1.0, but it's only October. Only October. What happened here that we were in the red? I must have been spending like a son of a gun. Road costs. Oh, was that when I built that big ass road? Guess so. I haven't done much in roads since. Time flies. That was 2 years ago. So now we're going to have a lot fewer expenses with all these things. We're not really going to be building much in the way of roads for a while, because the next thing we would probably want to do, aside from finish these end cases off, would be, of course, product deliveries. There's some oil, and there's a refinery, and does this guy take it? Of course. So we can make a nice little loop. He could stop here, pick up here, drop off here, and this would be the only leg where he wouldn't be hauling something for us. I started thinking, well, what if he were to pick up from here? Is there some place nearby he could take it? But there isn't really. This stuff's going to have to go out either by long haul or by train. Same thing with these logs. So this might be the first place we start building a real manufacturing train system. Well, this little green line goes in here too. Yeah, that's beautiful. I like when you can look at the map and you've got a lot of completed areas. I mean, that's my little system. And I'm sure everybody's going, yeah, we all do that. You know, there's probably somebody out there, if anybody ever watches this besides you, Mr. Chu, who just goes, yeah, who doesn't know that? Well, I've spent 1,000 hours on it, and I thought, I want to give back. And if someone doesn't know how to do this, great, now they can try it. And if they do know how to do it, either A, they'll probably have tuned out by now, or they'll say, yeah, I knew that was a good idea. So this is where we started. We had one internal. Is this green line making any money? Line 3? Line 3 is making 24? Oh, just the one little city bus. Cranking away, making money. Good for you. So about now it would be a good time to start putting in replacements. And except for that guy, for this guy by himself, for him, since he's just one little bus in town, I might keep him right there or even right here. Just keep his costs down. He doesn't need to go fast because he's only going to be on the town streets. But these other guys, they could use with going fast. Close. Because really, once you get this done and you have this all set to go, this now just becomes a machine. You also don't even have to look at it. It just keeps cranking away. I'm trying to think, when did I ever have to come back and look at this when I've done it? And I don't think I ever have. So once we put these in, yeah, we've got a couple other cities we could pull in. But my first Twitch video of my Let's Play Everything video series, 10. Get you out of there. Was just to get this set up, and it is. I think in the next round we're going to do what you were talking about, Chu, and get some products moving. Because look, oh wow, look, it made $2 million while we weren't looking. Look at this. So minus 287, 315, 397, over $1 million bucks. And look at our expenses. We had almost no expenses. We didn't do any construction. We didn't really buy any new vehicles. We just let this thing run like the machine that it is. We're not paying any loan interest. And income was 1.67 million, 1.34 million, 1.43 million. I wonder why it dipped like that. Why would the income dip? Anyway, why would the income dip? The only reason I could think the income would dip would be that it was taking longer for the vehicles to get where they were going. And one thing I would do is I usually do only cargo in the beginning. I transition to trains when I have $18 million. Yeah, I used to always do cargo too, but cargo sometimes frustrates me. because sometimes you've got long hauls to get a finished product to a town, and you need that town to be a burgeoning place. If it's just a town and it's not growing, speaking from my own experience, maybe you do it better than I do. The demand for that, for anything I'm setting to it, falls off because I'm not nurturing the growth of the town. So with this, we've got active populations. They're moving, and they'll move. Now they can move if I start, say, kissing the butt of Wincombe and start giving it. I'm going to give you fuel, and I'm going to give you food, and I'm going to give you steel or manufactured goods or plastics. I start giving you all this stuff. This is going to be big, and it's going to need more people to come in because it's going to have more jobs, and it's got the infrastructure to deliver. People from Heathfield could come over. People from Redditch can come over. Somehow they just grow within Winchcombe or whatever. They do a pretty good job. So so I should watch you play, Mr. Chu. There's probably something I'm not doing when I do it that way. That if I knew it, which clearly you do, maybe I'd have more success with it. So that's what's great, is there's always something to learn. There's always a new way to go with this. And this is what I always started having. I was playing a town. I was playing a map, and I can't believe it. I guess I have to say it was finished. What I wanted to do was get everything connected. Every single thing making something for every other thing. And before I could do that, I sort of maxed out the map. Everything was making money, and everything that needed to be done was done. And it felt like, well, the next incremental benefit to what I'm going to do is nothing. The money, this thing is making tens of millions of dollars, and I'm looking at something that's going to make a couple thousand. So what do I care? And it doesn't need to make anything grow because everything's already doing great. So I guess technically I finished that map, but I was a little disappointed because ow, that's my fingernail, you crazy bird. Because everything that I enjoyed doing it and to see it all done and leaving me with nothing left to do. I didn't change that. I love that name. That's funny. So let's see. This is one of the last guys we built, isn't he? Look at him. Well, let's take a look at this. Everything should be green. Everything is green. Everything's making money. Nothing is losing. In fact, let's just for fun see what. Let's just sort. The most profitable one, wow, is making 358K, and the worst one is making 15K, 17K. Oh, and that's just little line 3, which is what? Isn't that the guy just within the town? See, where are you? Aren't you just hanging around within this town? Yeah. Even he's making money. Probably because he's getting people. That's what I used to. That's why I stopped doing it for some weird reason when I was making this video. But I always have a route running within. The reason I do that is because if you have your line from town A come to town B and stop at the first stop, and from town C to town B does the same thing, you've got no way for people to go from here to there. So they can't go from this town to that town unless they're walking. And that's what this bus line accomplishes. It gets them from here to there and from there to there. And of course, everybody from in here to either one. That's why I was doing that. And I'm thinking, no, that's dumb. Once I just have them go here and here. But no, if you have the line like this one, if it takes up the whole city first, and then you have a second line come in, as long as he's taking up all of his city, he can touch just one of yours, and now when they get off, they can use that line to get out to the next town. But if you don't have them come in, have somebody service the entire town. You just have both of them come in and just touch the first ones. Without a line like this, they're never going to be able to get from town A to town C. They'll be stuck in town B, which might be good for town B, but it might also, in the long run, hurt it. And I just think the more you can give people a circuit, like, let's go back to this, like this circuit we've created, where they can basically just follow all the way around. I mean, boom, 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 they can go anywhere around here. Even out to Dis soon. Dis. Not yet. Fortune. How's Birdington doing? Little guy, your town's dying out here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at your town. That's your mayor of Birdington, okay? Okay? I thought you'd say okay. That would have been cool. Having one cargo that can deliver to 3 cities scales better. Oh. Yeah, I've never tried that. One cargo. Oh, I know I've never tried that because I always get scared that that it's not going to be able to meet demand, and I would end up with a lot of trucks filled with 0 cargo. Then I just go, well, that didn't work. So maybe I'll try that. Or Mr. Chu, if you have your own channel, let me know. I'll follow you, and then I can see how you're handling that because that sounds really good. Let me see that again. Having one cargo that can deliver to 3 cities scales better. I'm going to try that. Here's a nice little oil. Here's some oil. Here's a refinery. And here's 2 cities that can pick up these finished goods. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it now. No, that's like chapter 2. That's like chapter 2. You're reading ahead now. I don't care. I really don't care. I want to do it. Oh, I hear fireworks. 4th of July. Fortunately, my dog's asleep because he's terrified of fireworks. Okay, so we got that. And then the pickup, I want them to come over here. So let's put in boop, 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 that. All right. And I've heard that you can have them deliver to bus stations. And I always thought they had to deliver to these stations, the cargo stations. And so I never tried just delivering to. And then it's recently, come here. Oh, stop! Your tail's in the way. I can't see. You nut. You're a nut, and you bit me. By the way, don't think I'm going to forget that. 50, 37. All right. You know what? So I'm always scared to start off too big. Maybe I should not be scared. Be brave. The victory goes to those who dare, or whatever that thing is. Okay, so we're going to go there, and then we're going to drop off there. Okay, so the only time these guys are going to be empty is going from here to there. And in fact, we're going to make their lives a little smoother. Really? Seems kind of expensive. Alright, doesn't matter. It's going to make money. It doesn't matter. Spend money to make money. Alright, so I see what you're saying. So I can put a couple more. And then what I can also do... No, I don't want a new line. Sorry. There it is. Line 10. Line 10? Line 10. Is pick up another line and just have them. They don't have to be pulling the you can deliver cargo to bus stops, not bus stations. Oh, did I say bus stations? Sorry, I meant bus stops. Yeah. So I have them dropping off here at a bus stop. And the first time I saw him, I saw a truck come over and deliver some goods. And at a bus stop and take the money and run. I thought that was great. So, oh my God! For some reason, I just always thought you got to have those little stations, not a stop. So how much does he store it up? 9. Okay, so I got these guys. So this guy's going to start doing well, right in here, and then I can have him just have a bus line or a truck that just runs between here and there. I don't really need him to necessarily make that haul, right? Let's do 2 more. Boom, boom. Line 10. Out he goes. 10, right? Yeah, just double checking. Okay. Whoop. How much are you carrying? 5 out of 16. Did you grab all of it? Okay. I guess I could make him, what we could do. Hey, you. Back you go. Go get some more. It's like staying after school. See, here's what I think I'm doing too much. Because I got somebody coming back and this guy's going to pick it up. So we'll just let that percolate for a little bit. I might have needed only one in it when I bought 2 that last time. And see, Chad, this is what I get scared of over farming, as it were. I usually make city delivery lines dedicated. And I notice 2-point routes are the most stable ones. Okay, so you don't think coming back at... See, but I like having them... If they're carrying goods, they're making money for you, right? So if they're bringing the oil here, the crude, if they're bringing the crude here, and they drop it off, that makes me money. Then if they pick up the oil or the fuel, and they take it here, that makes me money. And now if they take this shortcut over to here, this is the only place where they're not making me money. But they're getting ready to. Sometimes 3-point routes behave strangely. So what I should consider then, and this is actually the way I've done it in the past, most of the time. From here to here, 1 line. From here to here, or from there to there, a 2nd line. Well, fortunately, it's easy to fix, right? You just sit there and you say, oh, just give me line 10 and take out that new street, bang. And now he's just going, he's just running stuff out to there. And now this needs a way to get from here to the cities. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to build a depot for that. Let's take this guy. What are you chewing on? That's my computer, you nut. You know, you act like I'm beating you. Chew's going to think I'm a horrible bird person. Rat. Don't give me a rat. I'll give you a rat. Okay, so we're going to say, how about you go here? What if I did this? Is this stupid? If I had him go from here to there, could not connect to all. Why not? South Sea West. Ah, see, here's that backup. Oh, something's wrong with that bus. Hold on. No path. You know what? Just go away for a little bit. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Line 13? Did I delete line 13? South Sea West to Kingsway. Oh no, I just made line 13. Well, what's wrong with it? Oh, I've made it a bus. Dumbass. Okay, you go away. All right. Sell. You. Sell. Truck. Need trucks, not bus. Yes. Yeah, for this, because I want him to go. There we go. I want him to, and now he's happy. Line 13 should be happy. It is. Can't send passengers to a cargo station. Not a whole lot for them to do there, I guess. Now, I still haven't seen this do much in the way of production. Try to ship more items. Working on it. Line usage, no. Okay, well, that'll change when this guy gets over here. Is that him? Nope. Is that him? Come back, come back, come back, come back. Line 13, that's him. Line usage, no. Probably until he gets to the stop, then this should probably change to yes. Go away. He flips around, and he stops. Still not part of the line. Try to ship more items. All right. I'm just afraid of over farming, but let's give you 2 more trucks. Well, 1 more truck. 13, right? Line 10. See, I can't. This is why I can't get to work. I don't know why I'm having trouble why isn't this producing more oil? This is right there. I got a bunch of trucks coming. You go away. This is where I remember I said I think I over farm. I'm using that in a general way as to this guy was producing oil and now he's not. And the demand, this guy was buying his oil. And the cities didn't have a chance to not take his oil. Stop chewing that. That's the cord to my computer. And now I've got a dedicated line deliver from the crude point as well. Yeah, I am. It says 2, right? This is incoming, line 10. This is outgoing, line 13. Picks up here. Drops off here. So why isn't this making money? Wait, maybe does this guy not need that? No, they'll take that. They'll take it in the form of fuel. They don't want oil, but they will take fuel. Why aren't you cranking away some fuel? Line usage, no. Why? Well, probably because he's not getting any oil. Why is this guy not generating any oil? Raise production to avoid downgrade. Raise production? How do I raise production? What do you want from me? I'm just a nerd. To avoid downgrade in 6 months. I've got trucks coming out of this thing like bats out of hell. All right, I'll give you 2 more trucks because, see, in the meantime, we've made $8 million from our bus system. That's why I say it's just like a machine. It just cranks away money while you go off and do anything else you want. Hey, before you poop on my keyboard, come here. Okay, all right, we've got something. Something appeared. Maybe could it have been there were not enough trucks hitting it? All right, let's slam him. 2 more trucks. Stop binding. You know what? I'm not going to let you play. You're going to be in your little cage or on your perch. Maybe your target bus stop only covers the blue zone. Oh, God, you're right. I didn't think about that. It has to go. Burlington is going to. Oh, Burlington's not Burlington. Okay. Chelsea wants fuel. Well, she wants fuel in yellow, and I'm delivering it to green. Okay, well, thank you for pointing that out. That's a good point. That's why it won't work in Kingsway. It's got to work here or there. But we'll try here because he's buried in the middle of some buildings. Ah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Smart man, Mr. Chu. To cover the blue and yellow. Okay, so here's blue and yellow. He should be happy, right? Now we should see. You're right. Ah, I'm so stupid. I forgot about that. Oh, look at this. Bingo, bango, bongo. And over here, nothing. But that'll change. Yes, it will. Stop countermanding me. Crazy bird. Now this guy should say he does have line usage. He does. No downgrade, no upgrade or downgrade scheduled. Did we save ourselves from this downgrade? Yeah, we did. Awesome. Hey, we're a team, Chew. Chew for the win. Okay, all right. Well, we did dip a little into the next chapter, didn't we? But that's okay. It's a good preview. And it reminded me of what I was doing wrong. You know what? When I was first playing this, I thought that it always has to go to industrial zones. So I'd always put one of these guys over here and make sure that he had a good catchment. And then things didn't work. And for the longest time, I never knew why. And then I guess it was somebody, one of the streaming guys happened to mention that you got to make sure you're sending it into the part of town that's going to use it. I went, oh, God, that makes perfect sense. No wonder it was never working for me. And there it goes. I forget it again. So let's see. I think that, well, it's about 8:30 my time. Got to walk my dog. So I think with 8.5 million, we've proven that this is a 2.22, 2.63, 2.23, 1.89, but still counting. It's mid-December. Oh, but some of this is now we're interfering with the with other roads. But 8.62 million. There's no question we're making money. Obviously, primarily off of those bus routes. I'm just looking to see if we could put like one water route here. Here it doesn't make any sense. There's nothing. There's only this guy. But at some point, maybe a water route there would be good. This map's too narrow. It's a medium-sized map, right? I hope Transport Fever 2 has bigger maps. From what I've seen of it, it is glorious. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Chu, for stopping in and making it so enjoyable and helping me so much with what I was banging my head. Look at that. Gosh dang, look at that. That's fantastic. How much is this thing making? This line is now making, whoa, there it goes. There's the difference. It's making a ton of cash relative to what we were doing before. And this little line here, I'll bet we're going to see a big pop-up in industry out here. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And, of course, our passenger machines are just things of beauty. There's people lining up all over the map. We just have to get these two and then Dis and Baldock. Baldock. Sounds like a Star Trek word. I'm a Trekker. It's okay. Trekkie. Trek-song. Not as hardcore as my ex-wife. She was dedicated. Okay. All right. I keep signing off, but it's like anytime turning off this game, I have to stop, and then I look, and it's like 20 minutes later, and I'm still no closer to to logging out than I was when I first said, let me just take care of this. Let me just look at that. This game can be the most distracting thing in the world. And my boss lets me play it at work. He doesn't care what we do, and he doesn't care what other people think as long as we're getting our work done. So I play on my lunchtime, and there I am very careful of the clock. But it's an environment where A, you're trusted, but B, you want to be worthy of it. And, of course, the people around in a work environment, you're a lot more mindful of what you're doing. So, all righty. Thanks, Mr. Chu. Bye-bye to you. And if you have a channel, I'd love to watch you stream sometime. And I'm going to be back. I want to do these at least once a week, hopefully more, because if I do that play it all stream thing, I'm going to need to do at least 2 a week, because 1 a week, and I've got 100 and something. I'm just going to keep adding them. It's going to take years to get through them all. So hopefully I'll do more. That's it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chu. And anybody else who happens to watch this, hope you had fun. I know I did. Bye-bye.